Hope you all are traveling. You're able to travel safe and you stayed relatively dry on the way back home from work. Again, we appreciate you joining us. We know at the end of a long day that people like to relax. So the fact that you're here shows just how important this is to everyone that's attending this call. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. And jump right into our introductory slides. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Jean to go ahead and kick us off for today's presentation.
Thanks, Jeremiah, and good evening, everyone. My name is Jean Gould, and I direct communications and policy here at the city's Housing and Community Development Department. And I want to welcome you here on behalf of Director Tom McCaslin and Janelle Young, who oversees this program area and these developments in particular. I also want to extend our thank you to our partners here that have been working with us on these developments. The Houston Land Bank is key to that, as well as we've received considerable support from Council Member Carlos Cisneros, and I recognize that a member of her office, Ramiro, is with us this evening. And Ramiro, did you want to make a few remarks at this point? Ramiro, if you're there, you might have dropped off or you're muted. Okay, well, I will continue. If Ramiro joins us, please, we'll ask him to make some comments. HCDD, which is the department that I work with, the Housing and Community Development. We have worked with community members to extend our engagement period. We were initially targeting to be wrapped up through June, but have extended it for another 3 weeks. And with this have provided additional opportunities like this meeting tonight, which is all virtual. So we appreciate your participation, and we encourage you to share this information that you'll be receiving tonight with your neighbors, your family, and others within the community. We do have several other meetings coming up in the coming week that we welcome others' participation and feedback at. The HCDD's mission is to make investments that serve Houstonians' housing needs and build a more equitable city by creating safe, resilient homes and vibrant and healthy communities. Our goal here tonight and throughout this engagement process, which has been ongoing since early June, is to get community members' input, opinion on what really makes the near Northside homes feel like part of the community. And so that's what we're looking for tonight, is to continue to garner input, feedback from the community, like those of you joining us tonight on this issue of what makes a home feel like part of the community. We've had tremendous input, feedback in our prior meetings, and we look forward to hearing, continuing the conversation with you during the session this evening. And so just a few housekeeping items just to reiterate. During we'll have a brief presentation and then get into a discussion period. There'll be plenty of time towards once we get through the presentation for that discussion. So encourage everyone to keep their phone muted just to minimize background noise. That would be helpful. During this session, if you have questions, please drop them in the chat box. And we will get to collect those and build out the comments made there into more of a broader discussion later on. So we've have plenty of time to engage in those discussions. And right now I'm going to kick it back to Jeremiah to lead us through the discussion part of the, or the presentation part of this evening's session. So thank you, Jeremiah.
Thank you, Jane. Romero, you have your hand raised, so please go ahead and unmute yourself, and I'll let you. Well, you feel free to take over.
Yeah, thank you. I apologize for that. I was driving through some heavy rains and getting to my next destination for another meeting. But I wanted to just express the council members' appreciation to all those that are participating in tonight's meeting. You know, again, you know, it's a very important phase in this process. So she sends her thanks for all those that are present tonight, and certainly spread the word to others in the neighborhood. There's still time for input. Thank you.
Thank you, Romero. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. And just very briefly, an agenda for today's meeting, our discussion. For those of you joining on the phone, there's three major bullet points that we're going to be going over. First, we'll talk about the project background to talk about and help inform an understanding of the upcoming site development on two different sites in the near north side. The second thing we'll discuss together is the community engagement period, which we're currently in, where we are in the process, and how we need your help to make it a more fulfilling community engagement process. Just before we go into social pinpoint, I did want to point out that we do have a landing page for our work on this engagement. I'm about to put that link in the chat box for everyone. This will have information on all of our upcoming meetings and a little bit of background information about the site developments. Here you can see the upcoming meetings. This is the one we're currently in, and we have a few more lined up, as well as the wrap-up meeting on July 29th that I mentioned. Like I said, some more information about the background of this development, some flyers and what have you, if you're so inclined to print those out and share with family and friends. And then, of course, the links to the social pinpoint site that I already mentioned, which I'm about to show you. I already have it up here, so I'm not going to click to a new tab. And here we are. So this is what it looks like. This is in real time. And there's, as Ellery mentioned, multiple ways to interact with it. It's as simple as clicking and dragging. So I'm going to go slow because I realize there's lag. But if you hover over these icons here on the top of this page, you can simply click and drop your drag it over and let go of the mouse. And this box will pop up where you can leave your feedback. And all you need to put is your comment, your suggestions, your feedback, and an email, and anything else you would like. But that's it, just these two boxes here. You can see that other folks have already left their feedback. From here, you can interact with what people have already mentioned. So for example, if I click on this item here, let me see. Yeah, this is the example I wanted to use to show just what this tool can do. You can see someone left a comment here. They took a picture with their phone, which is what this is here. If you click on it, it blows it up to show more context to the photo. You can like, you can dislike the comment, and you can see two folks have already commented. So there's a role in discussion on this item. You can also share it to your Facebook and Twitter page if you're so inclined. We also have over here on the left a survey tool. This is just if you don't want to interact with the map, if you'd rather just leave a few comments, there's 3 questions here in English and in Spanish. You can put whatever feedback you'd like and then hit submit. And then here's where you access the ideas bowl. This is an additional click. And you can see it's kind of a similar look and feel to a Facebook wall. These are comments that other residents of the near north side have left. So you can either like or dislike, or you can create your own comment by clicking one of these boxes up here. And it's a very similar look and feel to what the the map looked like in terms of what you have to leave, just your comment and your email address.
Awesome, thank you. So as we've been mentioning throughout this presentation, please share the website, which Jeremiah put in the chat. Help us spread the word to get as much feedback as possible. If you know of people who have not heard of the project or heard about the developments, please share the website with them, or share a flyer if you have a flyer, and encourage them to attend a meeting or visit the Social Pinpoint website. If you place your email in the chat, we can also send you information after. So some key questions. We have 5 key questions that form the basis for the input we're trying to get. The first question is designing in context. So what characteristics give the near north side home its look and feel? What are common factors? The selection of homes you see on the screen are varying types, but they have some common characteristics. What does a near north side home look like? What would make these developments feel like they're really a part of the near north side? And for those of you who may not be able to see the screen, we have single family homes with a decent sized yard. We have townhomes that are houses that are separated or only have an adjoining wall between the two units. We have a fourplex that's looks like a house, but it actually has up to 4 units. And then we have a single family home with a little bit larger land. So what style of home gives the most appropriate feel and characteristics? The next question is density and good design. Single family homes actually can include townhomes or small condominiums and up to 2 or 3 units. To hand it back to Jeremiah. We're going to move into the Q&A and facilitated discussion. Thank you.
Again, this is not your last opportunity to give feedback. You can use the social pinpoint site. You can join us for the next few meetings that we have on our website. And we definitely encourage you to join us on the 29th for a wrap-up meeting. So with that said, again, thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night.